Hello and welcome to Hollywood Baptist Church Online Devotional. Today I want to talk to you about a passage that I love, a passage that's near and dear to my heart. But I've got a question for you first. If somebody were to write down characteristics of who you are, if somebody were to write down the qualities that they see in your life, what would they write down? Would they write down that you're caring, that you're compassionate, that you speak the truth no matter what the situation is? I don't know what they would say about you, but I do know one thing that they would say about the Apostle Paul. The Apostle Paul, when he wrote the book of Philippians, he closes it out. Well, he says it all through it, but when he closes it out, he has a specific verse. And it's in Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. And it says this: "Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice." Now, this comes from a man who had been beaten. He had been through shipwrecks. He had been locked up. In fact, when he wrote this letter, he was in prison. Things had happened so much to him. It's been said that the angels would have gasped at some of the things that he went through. Well, I don't know about what you're going through right now, but if he could write this verse in the midst of everything that was going on in his life, rejoice in the Lord always, again I say rejoice. Don't you think that that should be one of those character qualities, one of those things that people should be able to say about you and me? I think that we struggle, just like Paul did. Paul struggled with it. I guarantee you he did. That he struggled with joy in the midst of these situations. And after he had gone through some of these, he noticed and recognized that God was using these things to help him grow in his life. He was using these situations to draw Paul closer to who he was. The truth is, you and I, when we aren't filled with joy, do you know what we do? The alternative. We complain, we gripe, we moan, we whine about what's going on in our lives. We get lazy because we don't want to deal with those things anymore. But when we have joy, guess what? We hit those situations head on. We begin to look beyond the situation that we have in front of us to see God Almighty. We look beyond what the issues that we are facing, the massiveness of our problems, the crippling effect, the fear that comes from those, and we begin to see God. We begin to see the future, not like, okay, what's going to happen tomorrow, but more like the fact that Jesus will return, the fact that God is going to win. We have read the rest of the story, we've read the rest of the Bible, and we know that Satan does not succeed, God succeeds. God is the one who wins, and that puts into perspective the situations that we're dealing with so that we don't stress about them. We are able to rejoice because our God is bigger. Our God is greater, and our God uses these situations to help us become the people that He wants us to be. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. God bless you. I pray that you have a wonderful week.